Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Home Songs for Life. This is Les Oman here again. Another 4 weeks have come and gone. That's us getting closer and closer to a haircut. And as you can see, I definitely need one. I'm going to start with a song that I wrote quite a long while ago. A lot longer than I care to remember. I was in Inverness for a weekend and I attended an event to commemorate Hiroshima Day, and it was in two parts. There was a big outdoor event in the Buck Park, which is a big recreation area in Inverness, and lots of stalls, live music, beer, organic food, just a lot of information, but it was a sort of family type day out with lots of people there, possibly hundreds of people. And then the second part was really the main point of the event, which was it was a sort of procession, a candle procession, but it was in the water in the River Ness, and the candles were floated down in little paper boats. And these were supposed to represent the souls of all the people that died at Hiroshima. So I was taken by the whole thing, but I was also quite, at the time I was quite young and idealistic, and didn't really understand why there was hundreds of people at the event in the afternoon. And although the event in the evening with the candles was fairly well attended, the numbers were nothing like it, and it took me a wee while to figure out that quite often you have to look at who's on the bus with you, and actually realise that some of them aren't going to the same place as you are. So anyway, this is a song called Lanterns in the River. At the end I mention an event called the Black Isle Show, which was basically at that time, I don't know, it might still be, was a big social event of the summer up in the northeast of Scotland, just north of Inverness. So anyway, here we go. We'll try Lanterns in the River. Lanterns in the river, but no one seems to care, 'cause it's Saturday night and there's gonna be a party. No time to stand and think about the evil done by man, as the candle lights are sailed to the sea, as the souls of all the thousands pass below your feet. You just see coloured lights down in the water. Your brain's still in the beer tent as you stand upon the bridge and laugh at all the capers by your side. Then later you remember there was one band that you liked, but you were too drunk to even catch their name. You never saw the bookstalls, just the brambles, health food freaks, and you cursed the walk you had back into town. And you'll go to next year's festival, and you'll bring along your friends. You'll probably start fighting when the drink is gone, and you'll say when all is said and all is done, Hiroshima Day won't beat the Black Isle Show. Hiroshima Day won't beat the Black Isle Show. That was Lanterns on the River there. Some of you that are very observant might notice that some funny yellow shading on some of my fingers. And I just wanted to reassure you that in the month since I was last here, I haven't developed a 200 a day nicotine habit. It was my first encounter with fresh turmeric, and it just gets everywhere. So that's what the yellow is. If you see it on my fingers, that's the word that we use here in South Kintyre, fingers, for fingers. In fact, the whole of Kintyre, I can remember actually, it took me about 3 years to recover from somebody calling the piano player in the Boomtown Rats Johnny Fingers. In fact, probably when this is finished, I'll go away and laugh at that again. But so anyway, this next one is a very strange idea that I had, which was to try and do a kind of 3 or 4 minutes of comic horror story, like a short film, but just in 3 verses. So it's about a woman who buys a plant from her garden centre, local garden centre, and gets a wee bit more than she was bargaining for. So this is called Venus Flytrap. Standing in the sunlight, leaves as still as air, blaze of colour in your window, pleasing to your stare. Suddenly an insect lights upon a leaf, all at once a trap is sprung, yeah, stare in disbelief. Venus flytrap comes alive right beneath your nose, swifter than a spider, so much wilder than a rose. You recoil in horror as the great white eye appears. Your feet are rooted to the spot. In spite of all your fears, the plant is growing bigger. Huge tendrils search the room. It's fixed you with its baleful eye. Time is coming soon. Venus flytrap comes alive right beneath your nose, swifter than a spider, so much wilder than a rose. The last thing you remember as you're dragged across the floor is the shouting of your husband as he crashes through the door. And as you're being digested by the enzymes on the leaves, he asks what you should tell your sister. Won't you come to the tea? So that was Venus Flytrap. And that's for Bernard and Tina, and it's just a wee warning about you can go totally overboard with all this domestic house plants and stuff like that, so beware. Just check here. So this next song, it's a cover. I think I first heard it when I was about 18, and it kind of knocked me sideways when I heard the song. It's one of these ones that turns up from time to time. It's not always there right in the front of your mind, but every so often it appears again. It could be 5 years, 10 years, 2 years, whatever. But it's always there. I think I originally heard it sung by a Scottish folk singer called Ian McIntosh, who just accompanied himself on the banjo and really put the words across. And I've heard June Tabor sing it, and even the Pogues. And then it came into my mind just when you've got one of these things coming up, you have to kind of think, what am I going to do as a cover? It really makes the lockdown move really quickly, the 4 weeks between these home songs. And I heard this a couple of times by accident. It was really this Sterling version. There's a great YouTube clip of Liam Clancy doing this song, and that made me, got into my head like an earworm. So basically, this is my version of Eric Bogle's and the band played Waltzing Matilda. So it's obviously from an Australian point of view, but written by a guy from Peebles that moved over to Australia when he was a young man. I'll not say any more about it. It's a bit of a maverick song, and a bit of a it's quite a long wait to the end of it. So hope we get through it. And if you know it at home, please join in, yell at your screen. Well, when I was a young man, I carried my pack, and I lived the free life of the rover, from the Murray's green basin to the dusty outback, and waltzed my Matilda all over. Then in 1915, my country said, son, it's time to stop rambling, 'cause there's work to be done. So they gave me a tin hat and gave me a gun, and they sent me away to the war. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as our ship pulled away from the quay. Amid all the cheers, the flag waving and cheers, we sailed off for Gallipoli. Well, I remember that terrible day, when our blood stained the sand and the water, and how in that hell that they called Souffle, they were butchered like lambs at the slaughter. Johnny Turk, he was ready, he primed himself well, he chased us with bullets, and he drained us with shells. Then in 5 minutes flat, he'd blown us all to hell. Nearly blew us right back to Australia. And the band played Waltzing Matilda as we stopped to bury our slain. We buried ours, the Turks buried theirs. And we started all over again. Well, those of us still living, we tried to survive that mad world of blood, death and fire. And for 10 weary weeks I just kept myself alive, while around me the corpses piled higher. Then a big Turkish shell knocked me arse overhead, and when I awoke in my hospital bed and saw what it had done, I wished I was dead. Never knew there was worse things than dying, 'cause I'll go no more waltzing Matilda around the green bush far and near, where to hump tent and pegs a man needs both legs. No more waltzing Matilda for me. So they herded us together, the wounded and the maimed, and they shipped us back home to Australia. The legless, the armless, the blind, the insane, the proud wounded heroes of Sufla. And as our ship pulled into Circular Quay, I looked down at the place where my legs used to be, and thank Christ there was no one there waiting for me. To weep and to mourn and to pity, and the band played Waltzing Matilda as they carried us down the gangway. They carried, nobody cheered, they all stood and stared. Then they turned their faces away. So now, every April, I sit on my porch and I see the parade pass before me. I see my old comrades, how proudly they march. We're living past dreams and past glories. And I see the old men marching bent, stiff and sore, the tired old heroes of a forgotten war. And the young folk are asking, what are they marching for? And I ask myself the same question, and the band plays Waltzing Matilda, and the old men still answer the call. Year by year, their numbers grow fewer, so no one will march there at all. Matilda, waltzing Matilda, you come a waltzing Matilda with me, and their ghosts can be heard as they march past the billabong. You come a waltzing Matilda with me. That was in The Man Played Waltz Matilda. This is the last number, but more upbeat after that. You'll be reassured about, I'm sure. Bear with me a second. While I tune up here, just a quick plug for tomorrow night, HomeSongs4Life. We've got a new performer for you, Stuart Blance. I'm not sure what Stuart's speciality is, but I'm looking forward to see him tomorrow night at 8 o'clock in the usual place. Just before I finish and depart, thanks once again to Dave Fee for asking me to be part of this wonderful project, which just keeps growing arms and legs. And a big thank you again tonight to the main man, Chris Anitz, for sorting out the live stream thing. So if you liked me, my name is Les Oman. If you didn't like me, my name's Dave Fee. I think I'm on again next month, all things being equal. So we'll leave you with a song. It's a kind of song I wrote about why it rains quite a lot in South Kintyre, but it never rains in one particular part, which is Carradale, where my family, or this half of the family anyway, comes from. So this is a song called Raining in Drumlemble, and I used the diminutive nickname of Drumlemble in the song. It's Drumlemon, that's in a kind of tribute to Willie Mitchell and his great song The Road to Drumlemon. So again, if you want to sing along or jump about or just throw things at the screen, please feel free. So this is it, Raining in Drumlemon. There were clouds over Knockscalbert, and shade across my door. The wind had rattled the chimney hat, I couldn't take much more. It was raining in Drumlemon and raining in Southend, raining on Bengalyan. It was raining, raining without end. With the harbour levels rising, I set out up the east, but believer no disguising, it was gale forsaken at least. It was raining in Drumlemon and raining in Southend, raining on Bengalyan. It was raining without end. Throughout the Monmouth burst its banks, the road was underwater. High tide of the Torresdale, I wondered if I ought to. It was raining in Drumlemon and raining in Southend, raining in Bengalyan. It was raining without end. Stood down by the stepping stones, everything was dry. At Waterfoot, the sun had shone, I asked the question why. Was it raining in Drumlemon and raining in Southend? Raining on Magnolia, raining without end. While in Carradale that golden ball split the evening sky, the sun shines on the righteous we all smile. The righteous we all smile. The righteous we all smile. Thank you very much. Good night.